Good morning. Welcome to Monday, February 23rd. Pre-market analysis. QOL trading starting. Congratulations to our USA hockey teams, women and men. Gold, bringing it home. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch. Anyways, interesting weekend here with the tariffs happening right now. I am probably one of the only people that are really not overly concerned about these tariffs right now. If you took a look, if you go back and take a look back in Liberation Day, which was last April, the impact that that had versus what's happening over the weekend, what's happening over the weekend is really a pimple. So I'm actually a little more concerned with what's happening with Iran. We're definitely it's escalating out there. So I'd be pay attention a little bit more with the geopolitical stuff that's going on there. Anyways, if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel and hit that bell over there so you get future notification for any kind of videos that I put out. Hit that thumbs up button, like this video. Go down and hit that more word down there for the description so you can join our Discord community from 8:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. Excuse me, 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern time for live trading. And right now, currently, it's free till the end of the month. And then we're going to figure out what we're going to do from there. But right now, it's free, so come on and join. But let's get into the economic data right now. Today, nothing really on the board today. We had some speakers happened already. And I don't think it really impacted the market too much. Market's kind of holding up a little bit right now. For tomorrow, we could just do today and tomorrow. Tomorrow, I don't see anything happening. Same thing. You have some speakers tomorrow. I think the heavy data comes later on in the week. But anyways, let's get into the let's get into earnings this week. Today we had Domino's. Nothing earth-shattering before the market. After the market, you've got HIMS. And what else do we have there? Nothing else I see today. The big thing, I'm just going to get right to it. Wednesday after the close, NVIDIA, Salesforce, Snowflake, those will be probably impacting the market after the close on Wednesday. Tomorrow before the bell, you have Home Depot. That could move the market a little bit, energy. And then you have Hewlett-Packard after the close. I don't see anything else that would impact things there. Maybe Dell on Thursday, rather, after the close. I don't see anything before the market that could really move things. And that's pretty much about it for the rest of the week. But we'll see how things move there as the market moves. Again, if you're new to the channel, hit that bell for future notifications. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that thumbs up and like this video. Let's start with the ES. And as we spoke about yesterday in the pre-market analysis, kind of held up well after that choppiness that came out after 10 o'clock after the ruling from the Supreme Court. Still kind of in this chop zone here right now. We are below the 20 in the 50-day SMA. 20 is sitting up at 69.31.55. We are below the close from Friday, and the close is at 69.25. So in order for us to move higher and get the bullish tone back in, we're going to have to regain the 20 in the 50-day SMA, sitting at 69.31.56. If you can get push and you get above there, then I think you can push back into the previous all-time high sitting at 7,014. That was from October 14th. If you can get through there, then you get to the all-time high sitting at 7,043, I believe it is. And that also sits right at the midline regressional trend line that I have sitting here from June of 2025 at 70.47. On the downside, if you lose this lower end regressional trend line that I have here sitting at 68.82, I think you're going to come down here to February 18th low at 68.6150. If you lose that, you come and you test Friday's low, which was sitting at 68.4678. If you lose that, you're going to come down and test January's monthly low at 68.14.5, and it's also September of 2025's monthly high at 68.14.5, so that you probably get some good support if you do lose that right down there. So let's get into the SPY. Again, if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, like this video. The SPY, very similar. We're below the 20-day SMA, sitting at 689.12, and the previous close, Friday's close at 689.43. You're going to need to regain these levels. Also, Friday's high, sitting at 690.06 in order to push higher into that 691.66. If you regain that 691.66, which is December's monthly high, then I think you start pushing into the all-time high, sitting at 697.84. On the downside, again, if you lose, I think if we lose, I would say, what is that? Thursday's close. I would say Thursday's close, sitting at 684.5. You'll come down to probably Friday's low. I would say 681.73. You may get a little support down here, 682.81 first, but if you lose that, then you're going to come down to that 681.73, which is Friday's low. And if you lose that, I think you'll come down here to the 100-day moving average at 680.20. That's it for the SPY. Good into the NASDAQ. Again, if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell over there for future notification. Hit that thumbs up button, like this video. The NASDAQ, we are still a little weak on the NASDAQ here, but it's still holding its own also. I mean, we're just in this chop zone here right now, just like consolidation area right now, trying to figure out a direction here. However, if you look further out, it does look like it's trying to stair step higher here, but you're definitely getting resistance up here at this 25,128.95 level. So definitely a double top forming up there. So you're going to need to push through that level there, which is Friday's high. And then if you push through Friday's high, I think you come back here to this lower end regressional trend line at 25,256.78 before you get more resistance, because I do like that. If you can get through this level here, it's a nice little speed zone that we can recover here. But I think then if you do get up here, you're going to get some probably some resistance up here. It's September monthly high from last year, 25,270.75, and it actually coincides with the 20-day moving average of 25,291.85. On the downside, it's actually holding this 24,887.75, and that is December's monthly low from last year. So that is holding right now. If you do lose that level, I think you're probably going to quickly lose what you gained back on Friday, and probably come down. Probably your first line of resistance, you'll probably get 24,807.25, and then if you lose that, you'll come down to this 24,752. Before you would, if you lost that, you come down to Friday's low, 24,670.75, before you would get some more support. And then if you lost that, I think you're going to quickly move down here to this 24,581.31. If you lose that, then 24,495 is August monthly high of 2025. Let's get into the Qs and be the last of it here. Again, subscribe to the channel. If you're new to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, like this video. The Qs here, interesting chart here on the Qs. Very similar to the NASDAQ here. Let's see what we got here. Below all the moving averages here, the 50 moving average is way up at 617. The 100-day moving average is sitting at 614.35. 20-day moving average call it 614. And then we are below the January monthly low at 607.5. So this is a big level right here. You're going to have to regain that level in order to push and get some more upside. And then probably, if you did regain that, you probably get some resistance up here at Friday's close at 608.81. If you do not hold this February 17th high, 603.95, I think you're going to come down and test Friday's low. It's Friday's low is sitting at, call it 600. And then if you lose that 600, I think you're going to come down and definitely come down to that 596.46, which was February 13th low. And then if you lose that, you're going to come down to February's monthly low at 594.76. If you lose that, 590.36 is in the picture, which is October of 2025's low. That's pretty much it for the futures and the broader markets there. Let's get into Tesla. Again, if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, like this video. Tesla, hot mess on Tesla, as we went over yesterday. I am overall long-term bullish on Tesla. However, it needs to break out of these ranges. You could just see it's still respecting this 414.5 level. You could see on Friday, after the news came out, it tried to break it again. You could just see the resistance that it's getting up here. Big sellers up there. So in order for Tesla to really start pushing and get back, pushing up into this 20-day estimate sitting at 420.12. You're really going to have to get above that 414.5. You have Friday's close at 411.82. We're definitely gapping down right now. However, we are respecting this regressional trend line that I have here from all-time highs from December of 2025. So you want to hold that. So if we do get some downside, my bias today on Tesla is I'd like to have some morning downside before taking a long, looking for some certain levels to take Tesla long. So I think that this first level I'd be looking at this morning would be this 405.44 for some support if you lose that. And I think 404.11 maybe another level here, which is Thursday's low. And then if you lose that, you can come down to this February 15th low, September 15th low of last year, 402.43. Let me move that over to the right. It's last year, or to the left rather. Okay. And then if you lose that, you have February 4th low sitting at 399.18. And then down here for the future support, this would actually be an ideal long at 395.43, which is a midline regressional trend line that I have here from January 5th of 2023. But right now, it seems to be holding this midline regressional trend line from the high that I have drawn from December of 2025. So that's something that I'm going to pay attention to today. This is not an open point of control for those of you that know the point of control levels that I look at right now, because it did get hit here. This little wick here touched it, so I do not have that as a level. However, I do have some levels that are here. This is Friday's close, 411.82, and it actually coincides with November 19th high. It was a high from November of 2025. So that's a level that if we do push into that level, you'll probably get some resistance here. So I'll have that on my charts when I trade. So going over today, what I'm going to have on my charts for today, everybody knows that I trade Tesla options. And so what I'm going to have up here today. So as we know, as of January 26th, there are now 3 weekly expiration dates, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So I'm going to start off today with today's expiration date. I'm going to start off with 410 calls and the 410 puts. So they're going to be pretty close to on the money. So the 410 puts are going to be in the money because the market right now, if it were to open, it's opening below the market. So it's in the money because if I'm buying puts, I want the market to go lower. So that would be in the money. So it closed at 320. So this premium price will open up higher, probably in the low fours on the premium. And this 410, I may change this premium as the market opens. So I'm going to leave it right now. But this will open up much lower as it sits right now. We still have 45 minutes till the market opens. We very well could push higher and open up right where we close by the time the market opens. But right now, I anticipate this premium, this $5.15, probably to open up at like closer to $3 because we are about $4 lower now on the open currently. But we'll have to see when the market opens. And then so I'm going to see how the movement is and how the volume is. It's been the volume has been kind of you've been having a lot of flash wick candles so in the first 15 to 25 minutes. So today I'm going to probably try to be hands off until the market tries to give me a little direction. But for those of you that are new, we start off with a base strategy, which is a 5-minute opening range trade. And I have on my charts here, this is a script that I have here, automatically plots my 5-minute opening range. So as the market opens, this green line here, it starts to build. And then once the 5-minute is over, this stays stationary on my charts, not only for the rest of the day, but permanently. So I can go back and I can do back testing for different days and I can watch what happens with the market here. So the basic concept of this strategy is you have the 5-minute range, and when the market breaks out one direction or the other, you take a trade, whether you take it long or you take it on the downside here. So on Friday, for example, we had a range of 404. Was this Friday? Let me just double check. No, that was not Friday. So here was Friday. So Friday we had you can see these wicks, big wicks, and if you're in options, you definitely lose your premium value very quickly in a big wick. But anyways, the range was 405.5 on the low side, 408.87. So when you broke it on the high side, you could take your long. So we broke the range on the high side. So the range on the high side was 408.87. If you took a long, and you stayed in that long, you could have gotten yourself about $6 throughout the day. And how does that translate into dollars? If you're buying on the premium, typically on an option premium, you're probably going to get anywhere from 30 to 40 cents per $1 movement on the equity price. So if it moves $1 here, you're going to get 30 to 40 cents on your premium. So if I buy a one lot and the market goes up $1, I'm going to make anywhere from $35 to $40 for a one lot. Okay. And that's the basic concept of it. And obviously the more you go up in your increments, the more money you make. And there's a lot more detail to that. So if you come into the Discord room, I go over the trades and I answer any questions you have. That being said, if you do have any questions, there are any other equities you want me to cover, leave a comment down below. I'll be glad to cover that in any other videos that I make. Other than that, hit the like button, like this video, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and more importantly, go down, hit the more word down there to open up the description to join our Discord community, so you can come and do the live trading with us from 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern time. And it is currently free till the end of the month, so take advantage of it. You can come in there, you can ask me questions about everything regarding trading. We also can talk about other things, but we keep it politically correct, and we do not take sides one way or the other on that. So anyways, have a great day. If I don't see you in the trading room, I will see everybody tomorrow morning on the pre-market live. Take care. Have a great day.